What's up, guys? I'm here to talk about the comic books that I picked up on October 23rd, 2019, coming up next. What's up, comic book fans? My name is Bruce Moreau, and welcome to the channel, and welcome to another episode of Comic Book Reviews, a weekly series where I review the comic books that I picked up at my local comic book shop, and this week was October 23rd, 2019. That's right, we are almost at the end of October. Can you guys believe it? There's one more week, there's next week, and that's going to wrap up October, and we only have 2 more months until the end of the year. That to me is absolutely mind-blowing. Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then New Year's, and then it's going to be 2020. Nuts. If you guys do notice, my voice is still not itself. I'm still getting over my cold that I had last week. But, little notes from last week. It was my birthday. I had a ripping awesome time. My friend from New Hampshire came down. We had an amazing time. He was on the live stream with Stephanie and I on Friday. We had a great time. That's right. Every Friday, we're live streaming. Stephanie and I, Comics and Beer. Come check us out, 10 p.m. Yeah, we had an awesome time. I will say that I drank a little bit too much, and I had a cold, so it didn't work out. I ended up getting really sick on Sunday. Monday and Tuesday were rough, but we're Wednesday, and I feel a lot better. But you guys are not here to hear about my birthday weekend. You're not here to hear about me complaining about being cold. You hear about comics, so let's talk comics. I have 10 books that I picked up this week. 8 really freaking good books. 8 to 10s. They were such good books. Couple flops, but let's jump right into the first one. So this is the book that I was most excited about. This is the book that I read first. It's Marauders Number 1. This is written by Gary Duggan and art by Matteo Lolli. And I was super pumped for this book after House of X, Powers of X being so good, X-Men Number 1 being really good, and this just has Kitty Pryde. It has Iceman and Bishop and Emma Frost, Storm, Pyro, whatever his name was. And it was, I don't know, for me, it fell flat in its face. This is not a book for me. This is a one and done. I'm sorry, guys. If you guys are really big fans of this book, please let me know in the comments, what did you like about this book? This book just, the writing wasn't really done well. It was not written well. It just wasn't for me. There's multiple like scenes and lines with characters that I know and love, and they just were acting weird, and there were just situations that didn't make any sense. The whole book revolves around Kitty Pryde not being able to use the gates, the Krakoa gates, to hop directly from place to Krakoa. So she has to use a ship to like go to the island. So I guess anyone can go to these islands. And excuse me, Emma Frost convinced her to be the captain of the ship to for the Hellfire Club to ship the drugs that the X people has promised the humans that benefit them greatly, and to also do some other things, but also go gather other X-Men that are trapped in countries where X-Men or people with the X gene are being put into camps and not being allowed to go to Krakoa, the mutant home world or home island. And she's going to use the ship to get there. And why not just use teleporters? They're the X-Men. They have teleporters. Why do they need a ship to do that? Just doesn't make any sense. I get the whole Hellfire Club thing, but why do you need the Kitty Pryde and her team to be on a boat to save other X-Men? Or other mutants, not X-Men, other mutants. Just doesn't make sense to me. This was just a complete flop. I'm sorry, I'm not picking up Marauders. Gary Duggan, do a better job. Sorry. Alright, now we're going to get into some really good books. The rest of the books I really enjoyed. I'm trying to go faster. This is the second time we're recording this video. I did record it before. I didn't turn on my mic. So I recorded for 20 minutes for no reason. But let's jump into this next book. We have Resonant Number 4. This is written by David Andri and art by Alejandro Agaran. Someone please tell me how to pronounce that down in the comments below. But this continues to be one of the most fabulous reads. It's such a great book. There are some elements of this book that make it that tie in, or they don't tie in, but they seem to be flowing a lot in the same world as The Walking Dead. There's a lot of resemblances to that book, to this book, but they're very small, but they're there. And I was thinking that when I was reading this book, but the characters in this book, the artwork in this book is absolutely stunning. It's a really well drawn book. It's a really well written book. The characters in this book are just so awesome. In this issue we get a lot with the father and what he's dealing with. He's separated from his family. He's on this island with this crazy guy, and then one of his sons ends up leaving the farm where his daughter and son are, and because his daughter and son get in a fight, he leaves. He goes to this whole encampment of people that he had no idea that were there, and there's some weird religious stuff going on, and then it's just the daughter and the younger son left alone, and there's a crazy bear, and hence the bear on the cover. It's just an awesome, awesome read. Definitely suggest you guys pick this book up. This was a 9 out of 10 for me. It's such a great read. Vault is putting out such great content. And yeah, pick up this book. It's not a great jumping in point. It is 4 out of 10, but if you can find the other 3 issues, definitely suggest you guys picking those up because that's an awesome read. Next up, we have Justice League number 16. This is written by my boy. He doesn't know me, but I wish he did. James Tynion IV, and art by Alvaro Martinez and Raul Fernandez. This is such an amazing book. Another YouTuber, Joe Ryan Comics, I watch all his videos, and he always talks highly about this book. It's one of the main reasons I picked this book up. It is just, and everything he said about this book is true. It's one of DC's best books out right now. It's just super solid. The story has been going from issue 1 to issue 16. It has some of the greatest characters in the DC universe in this book. Swamp Thing, Detective Chimp, not Man-Bat, but he's an interesting weave into this book about magic and monsters, and he's all science-based. It's just some really interesting weaving characters in this book. Wonder Woman, Zatanna, Dr. Fate, Constantine. There's just so much going on, and the art is amazing. This is just a really fun read. James Tynion is killing it right now. Everything he's putting out, I'm loving. I can't suggest you guys pick this book up any more than I've already said. Please pick up Justice League. Obviously, this is issue 16. It's not a great chipping in point, but grab the trade or two that's already come out. Get the couple other issues. Get caught up. You will not regret it. This is a 9 out of 10 as well as Resonant number 4. This is such a good book. It's super fun. Next up, we have Batman Superman number 3. This is written by Joshua Williamson and art by David Marquez. David Marquez, your art is, I think you might be becoming one of my top 5 favorite artists. Besides Jorge Jimenez. Jorge Jimenez is my favorite, but man, look at some of that art. And what Joshua Williamson is doing in this book is so awesome. I don't love his Flash run, but this is awesome. This is a great book. You guys should be picking up Batman Superman. If you liked the Batman Who Laughs, he's the main villain in this book. He's poisoned some people throughout the DC universe, and Batman and Superman are working together to find out who they are, find out what his plan is, and there's even ties to Legion of Doom and the Batman Who Laughs and Lex Luthor coming head to head. They tease it at the end of this book, and it's so freaking good. Artwork, amazing. Writing, amazing. This book is great. Be picking up Batman Superman. You will not regret it. That's a 9 out of 10. I know, 3 9s in a row. What is going on? Next we have the Batman, Batman Curse of the White Knight, number 4. This is written and drawn by Sean Murphy. He's on all the duties except for colors. Colors are by Matt Hollingsworth, and this book is just, it's an Elseworlds tale, so this is not in main continuity. Characters are not doing the same things. All the same characters are there, but they might not be doing the same things that they're doing in the current continuity, and this is just a super fun book. The previous run, I forget the name of it. I will put that on screen, but dealt all with the Joker, and he did some crazy things with the Joker that were so awesome that lead right into this, and we're dealing with Azrael and some stuff from way in the Batman's past, like his family, like back in like the 1800s, 1700s, a long time ago when Gotham was first being founded, and that's coming up in today into this story. Barbara Gordon, some crazy things happen in this. And there's some just crazy things that are happening, and it is such an amazing book. I'm loving this book. I said it multiple times. If you guys aren't reading Sean Murphy's Batman Curse of the White Knight, you should pick up the previous run in trade. Pick up these 4 issues. You guys will not regret it. And again, that's like a 9 out of 10. That's 4 9 out of 10s in a row. Can we keep this going? I don't know. Let's find out. Next up, we have King Thor number 2. This is written by Jason Aaron and art by Asad Ribic. And this was like a 7. 6.5, 7. We had to come down. We had to come down from that crazy high we just had. This was good. Excuse me. It just wasn't great. We had the God Butcher was back from issue 1. He's messing with Thor. He's messing with Loki. He's beating the crap out of both of them. Assad's artwork is absolutely beautiful. It's just, I don't know. I loved King Thor from when Jason Aaron first started writing Thor. When he first started writing Thor, his first run dealt with young Thor, young Viking Thor, current run Thor, and then super in the future Thor, which is this guy. And I don't know. It seems like a little bit of repeating of that stuff from the first bit. It's not. It's not hitting that home run yet. There's some stuff at the end that was really fun. I really enjoy what he's doing with the daughters. Assad's work is great. It's just, I think there's going to be a couple more issues before it gets really, really great. I'm not sure how many issues this is going to be. I'll try to find that out and I'll put that down, here somewhere. It's really fun. Like I said, it's not a bad book. It's 6.5 or 7. It's just, we had 4 9s in a row. So definitely pick this up. The writing in this book is really good. It just needs a few more issues, I think, to really get there. All right, next up, we have Detective Comics number 1014. Crazy. The fact that this book has been going on so long is just nuts. This is written by, before I lose my mind, this is written by Peter J. Desami and art by Doug Menke and Jamie Mendoza. First off, I want to say Doug Menke's art is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It sells all these things, all these characters, all these things. It's just beautiful art. And I've always said beautiful art can help a bad story, and it can uplift a great story to make it even better. And this was like 7.5, 8 out of 10. It was a really fun book. I really enjoyed what Peter J. Desami is doing with Mr. Freeze after the first issue. I didn't really love that first couple of issues. This, I'm having fun with. He's kind of like, I like what he's doing with Nora. I like what he was doing with all the testing of the other subjects in the previous book. I don't want to ruin too much, but there was a fire themed bat suit, which was awesome in the previous issue. And it's just, I was bored with Mr. Freeze in the previous issue because he's kind of like a boring character. But at the end, I don't want to show it. You guys should be picking this book up. He did something really fun with Mr. Freeze and his wife Nora and the Legion of Doom. It's just gonna be, he teased some really, really good stuff. And Doug Menke's art is awesome. 8 out of 10, 7.5, 8 out of 10. Definitely picked it up. It's issue 1014, and even though this Freeze run is only 2 issues deep, so if you want to pick up the Freeze stuff, go back and pick up 113 and 112. All right, next up we have issue Avengers number 25. Sorry guys, I'm a little tired. Again, this is the second time we're recording this video. This is written by Jason Aaron and art by Stefano Casilli. This is the other dud of the week. I am a huge Jason Aaron fan, and I loved what he's done with previous stuff with the Avengers. Most of his run has been great. I really enjoyed the stuff he did with Dracula and all the vampires. It's just this stuff, I don't know. The whole Ghost Rider stuff, it's just kind of boring. I like Jamie Reyes as the Ghost Rider. I like that he has a Hell Charger, like, a Dodge Charger and not a motorcycle. And some of the stuff he did with all the different Ghost Riders that are down in hell was kind of fun. But overall, this is just, I don't know. I have in the previous recording, I said this is kind of like, feels like Jason Aaron before he started writing Thor, and he was still building his craft. It just feels like a junior version of Jason Aaron. Especially the stuff like his previous Avengers stuff. It's just, I don't know. I didn't really like it, guys. I don't want to say too much more. The art is fine. It's not great. it didn't really help the story out all that much. It's just not a great book for me. This is like a 5.5 or 6 out of 10. I'm going to continue collecting. It's Jason Aaron. It's Avengers. I want to see what's going on with She-Hulk and some other characters, but overall, kind of a boring issue. Back into the good stuff. I have 2 issues left. Let's finish this up. We have Amazing Spider-Man number 32. This is written by Nick Spencer and art by my boy Patrick Gleason. If you guys don't know, a few months ago he left DC, moved over to Marvel. It was a big to-do because I love Patrick Gleason. He is such an amazing artist, and I'm so excited for him to be at Marvel, and especially to be drawing Spidey, my favorite Marvel character, I think. I mean, there's so many great Marvel characters, but Spider-Man, I've been reading him since I started collecting comics, along with Batman. Those are my 2 favorite characters, and this is just, having him on this book, it's just so amazing. And I don't know if it was him that made this issue that much better, but Nick Spencer, man, this is a great issue. I wish all your issues were this good. This was a really fun issue. Great pacing, great dialogue, touching on a lot of the stuff that's happening in Spidey's life. There's some Spider-Man 2099 in there. It's just a really fun book. He's back in school. MJ's gone. Good. I'm not a huge fan of MJ. Having him, try to get back into school, finish that stuff, build his life back up, and then the stuff with his sister, Peter Parker has a sister, crazy stuff going on there. He talks about stuff going on with Kingpin and the bug guy. I always forget his name. That new villain that keeps popping up. Silver Sable is in this. It's just awesome read. 8 out of 10. Fun. One of the reasons why he's an 8 because it's Patrick Gleason, man. He's just amazing. All right, last book of the week. We have Ascender number 6. This is written by Jeff Lemire and art by Dustin Nguyen. And this is just, I had it at the end of the book. The order that I showed the books in today is the order that I read them in. I pretty much do that every single week. And I usually order them in my interest in reading. And for some reason, this was at the bottom of the list. I just wasn't super excited about this book. I was excited about a lot of the other issues for multiple reasons. I should have put this before Avengers, but I'm glad I saved it to the end because it's always such an amazing book. Ascender is dealing with magic, and it's I want to say it's way in the future. Technology is way in advance. But something's happened. I didn't read Ascender, so I don't know why. But magic is trying to wipe out technology. And this is following a father and a daughter, and a robot comes down, and they know the robot, and obviously they can't have technology, and they're on the run. And the last issue, there was a big cliffhanger because the father got shot and the father and daughter got separated. You think the father's going to die, but at the beginning of this issue, he's alive. Spoiler, I know I shouldn't be spoiling this thing, but he's alive. And there's a twist at the end that is just crazy in this book. It's just a super fun read. And the art by Dustin Nguyen, you can't go wrong. This is one of the characters here. Tesla, I think is her name. She's from the previous issue, she's from Descender. It's just, oh man, it's so good. And you deal with vampires and monsters and fairies and healers and, I don't know. Ascender, if you're into that kind of stuff, you will enjoy it because Jeff Lemire is one of the best writers in comic books. And Dustin Nguyen is just an amazing artist. If you like that crazy world of stuff, guarantee you guys will like this book. And like I said, the twist at the end, crazy. That is it. Second time recording this video. So let's wrap this up. First, I'm going to plug my Friday stream with Stephanie every single Friday for the most part. There's going to be some Fridays we miss, like this following Friday. I'm actually going to be in California. I'm going to be attending BlizzCon and with my brother-in-law, David, and we're going to be having lots of fun, so I won't be here to record Comics and Beer with Stephanie, but we will be here this Friday, October 25th, Comics and Beer. We're going to be talking comic book news. We're going to be drinking beers. Yeah, if you're not following us on Instagram and social media, tomorrow we'll be posting a picture of the beers that we'll be drinking if you want to pick those up and drink those beers along with us. And as always, if you guys are liking this content, make sure you guys hit that like button If you guys are not subscribed, make sure you guys get yourself subscribed and hit that bell notification icon so that way you guys will be notified when I post videos and also when we go live every Friday at 10 p.m. So that way you guys can jump on and join the fun. And yeah, if you guys enjoying this content, let me know down below. If you guys are not, let me know what I could be doing better down below. And just let me know what you guys are reading. I'm really interested to know what you guys are reading because I'm always looking for new books to pick up. And that's going to be it. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.